Hello everyone, the introvert oddball here, and today I wanted to go on a little rant today about why humanity sucks, but not for the reasons that you may think. This video right here has been a video that I've actually been wanting to make for such a long time. It's a video where I just want to rant about humanity and their hypocrisy in them and them being such ungrateful sluts about what year they have and stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is going off to a great stuff. Now, sorry about that clunky intro right there, but the reason why I want to rant about humanity and their hypocrisy is because something that I've seen quite a lot lately is a lot of people saying stuff like in the comment section about videos about the coronavirus, about COVID vaccines and stuff, and health regulation videos and stuff like that, is people saying stuff like, "Oh, I want to go back to 2019. I want to go back to 2018, 17, 16, 18. I want to go back to those years and appreciate those years again." And the thing that annoys me about them, what pisses me off about them, is the fact that, because the thing that annoys me about them is how much you want to bet that had this coronavirus pandemic not happened and we managed to get a good 2020 or a good, I don't know, good 2021, a good 2021 and a good 2020, how much you want to bet that had that happened, your opinions would not change at all? You still would say stuff like, "Oh, I hate 2016, I hate 2017, I hate 2018, I hate 2019. Those were the worst years ever. I can't, like you would have still said that had we, had a good 2020. You still would have said that shit and nothing would change. But because we did get a COVID-19 pandemic and we got all the shit that happened in 2020 and even the shit that's happening now in 2021, because we did get that stuff happening, you're all of a sudden just like, "Oh my god, I love 2019. I love 2016. I love, each and every one of those past years." And it's like, fucking gives? You fucking, like, what fucking gives? I thought you hated those fucking years. Why are you all of a sudden changing your, opinions about stuff? Like, this shit is, like, so annoying to me, and it pisses me off that humanity, especially people on the internet, are like this, It pisses me off that, they are so ungrateful and so hating against an entire year, and then when a bad and even worse year happens, they're all just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I hate that year. That year was amazing." And it's like, you fucking people. And now I'm about to present to you some of the stupid shit that we used to say back in those days.
So, 2016, eh? 2016 was a year. 2016 was a year. And now it's over. Hey! 2016 can fuck off, okay? We're tired of it. So
I also want to say, just before we move on to the next video, that his description also says, "We wave goodbye to the giant flop that was 2016 in memes. Dan, one day you are going to look back and realize that you were so wrong on this." And I would like to show you the description as well, but considering how lovely looking the clips that I just showed you, the clips that I just recorded off of this tablet I'm using, I don't think that's necessary. So now we're going to move on to the next video, where once again humanity showed their disrespect towards a year.
Internet. 2017 was a year that most of us would probably like to pretend didn't exist. If 2016 was like falling off a cliff, 2017 was a boulder rolling down that cliff and then crushing our lifeless corpse just to rub it in. But
yep, that is right. I literally just used another Dan Howell video. But to be fair, the reason why I had to use them was because it was the easy way out. And to be honest, it wasn't just, people on the internet, like, that made videos talking about how bad these years were. Well, to be fair, they were still talking about good parts about it and stuff like that. And not everyone hated those years, but it felt like the majority of people were against these years, and it wasn't just like people like Dan Howell who were making videos talking about how bad how bad it was, but also like people in the comment section. It was just impossible to escape every comments. It was impossible to go on every YouTube video without seeing one comment seeing a large majority of comments being like, oh, I hate this year, I want to go back to 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, and we'll get to that once we get to the final video. But yeah, it was just every video was like that, and now all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my god, I want to go back to those years. And it's like, you stupid motherfuckers, all you fucking wanted was another 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, when in reality, you had those years in the form of 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. You had another version of those previous years that you enjoyed in the form of 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. And you could have appreciated it while you had it. But you didn't. You groaned and you bitched and moaned about everything. Oh. I unfortunately forgot what I said because my mum walked in and just knocked on my door to tell me a couple of things. But anyway, like, you had those years. You had all 5 of those years. You had them and stuff, and you could have appreciated it, but instead you fucking bitched and moaned because you wanted nostalgia. Just good on you, internet. Just good on you, humanity on the internet. Good fucking on you. Anyway, let's just get a move on to the next video. So here we go.
2018, or as I'll be referring to it from here on out, I lived, bitch, was not a very good year. I mean, can it get much worse than I lived, bitch? Outside of maybe nuclear strikes, complete ozone depletion, or a goddamn Teletubbies reboot, I kinda don't see how anymore. I know
Here's another moment from the same video, by the way.
And like I've mentioned over and over again, this year was a long, dreadful, and hopeless feeling year.
So yeah, that little video I just showed you there was from Crash Thompson's music video where not music video, music review where he's countdown video where he was counting down the worst albums of 2018, and he was basically saying some bad things about 2018. And to be fair, that Dan Howell video, that one about 2017, it wasn't completely bad, because to be fair, he did make up for it by saying it was a transitional year. So, I mean, I guess that's something. I mean, that's got to be something, right? And to be fair, Crash Thompson did make it up by calling 2019 a really good year for music, and I think for just the overall world. So bravo to both you two, really. But as for the rest of the world, they hated 2019 so much that they even called it the worst year ever. As someone who really adored 2019 himself, mainly because I was just doing all these new opportunities, I was overall, I was doing well as a YouTube channel and stuff. I was just doing overall very well. I overall saw 2018 as one of the best years out of the years. Did it have problems? Yeah, of course they did. These years, by the way, don't get me wrong, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, they still had problems, but they were still better years than 2020, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And now we're going to watch a little moment from a Jacksepticeye video about how people said that 2019 was the worst year ever. So here we go.
Everyone kept joking about how 2019 was the worst year ever. We couldn't wait for 2020, and I was one of them. I was so young and so naive, because we all thought, start of the decade, a new start to everything. We all got a fresh new leaf to turn over. And that didn't happen at all.
So, there we go. That was, the Jacksepticeye video right there, talking about how bad, 2020 how 2020 was. And it seems like now everyone's on the same page that, 2020 and 2021, oh my god, I'm gonna have to check with my dog more. Okay, there we go. I just, fed my 2 dogs and stuff like that. And, as I was saying, so yeah, now it feels like everyone's on the same page, but the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that everyone, and I mean everyone, like, now just wants to go back to 2016, 17, 18, and 19, when in reality, you could have appreciated these years while you had them. You could have. But instead, you bitched and moaned, all because of a few issues. That just shows how cowardly you all are, how pathetic you are. It just shows that way. And it's not even just people on the internet. I've had, you know, like some of my favorite YouTubers have also said stuff like, I remember Retro Nemo who was a part of a cartoon YouTube channel called The Roundtable, back in 2018, talking about how I know the world's a terrible place and stuff, and that was like in 2018, and I couldn't help but get the vibe that he was referring to 2018, the year, and I just didn't agree with that. And there was also, my teacher, and one of my teachers, my PE teacher, said that the world was a terrible place, and that was in 2019, and I couldn't help but feel like he was referring to 2019, and it just felt off for me. I couldn't agree with that. But now it feels like everyone's just on the same page, like, oh yeah, I just want to go back to those years. And I'm just disappointed in you guys, because you could have. I mean, alright, you could have appreciated it, but you didn't. You bitched and moaned. But I've already said that a billion times now. But now I'm going to give you my opinions on 2016. 2016 was the year where I began to feel like there was a change in the world. Like, the world wasn't like this happy, like the happy, cheery place that 2010 to 2015 gave me. Although, to be fair, I've already seen a bit of the harsh reality of the world, even in those years. But this one just felt like it was hitting harder more than any of those years. And then 2017 came along, and that was just a mostly fun year, although I do remember the backlash that 2017 was getting. 2018, that was a good year, but also a bad year for me. 2019 had a few bad moments in it, but it was still a fun year, and I'm so glad I got to witness it, appreciate it while I had it. Those are my opinions on those years and stuff. So, yeah, overall, I'm just glad I appreciated 2019 while I had it, and even 2017 while I had it, and even some parts of 2018 and 2016-ish stuff, So, yeah, that's my overall, thoughts, and this video was actually inspired, and I actually got inspired to make this video by a certain comment I made on a 21 Pilots video, and, I actually have a screenshot of the comment because I just wanted to show you it. So yeah, here's the comment right here. It's probably all in reverse and stuff, and I do apologize for that. It's on the 21 Pilots Live at Reading Festival 2019 full show. It's on that video. So if you search up 21 Pilots Live at Reading Festival 2019, you'll see the comment there. Yeah. So that's my rant for the day. I'm going to make my 2 fan fiction videos like I promised. I'm gonna try and do some Among Us video. Might even try Friday Night Funkin', considering that's still a popular game, and I might even give it a go on my new Go Recorder app and stuff. I might even try an experiment, try recording videos on on my laptop here, or on my phone here and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting times. I might try and experiment with this channel a bit. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and become a little introvert oddly every day. I don't know what I said. That sounded better in my head than it did. It sounded better in my head than when I said it out loud. Introvert oddly. That's what I said. It sounds weird, but it sounded really cool in my head. But anyway, the Introvert Oddball is out. Bye. Bye. It's fucking awkward.